Well, good evening and thanks for joining us for this live stream of the Under-20 Six Nations match. It's round 2, Italy hosting England, and both of these sides, as you can see from the table, are looking for their first win in this year's tournament. France Under-20 on the top there. Of course, victories for France, Scotland and Wales last weekend. And France on points difference there on 37, are top of the pile, but it is of course just after round 1. Plenty of the championship still yet to be played, as here come England. Of course, Italy was soundly beaten by France last week by 40 points to 3, conceding 6 tries in the process, while England conceded 3 in Scotland, losing by 24 points to 6. Just 2 penalties on the board from Joe Simmons were all they had to show from their trip north of the border. And it's Valentine's weekend in Italy, and that might bring some improved fortunes for the visitors. They had the lion's share of possession last week, but finishing off the chances seemed to be the main issue. John Callard talking to the side this week about taking those opportunities. So here come the Azzurri, the home side coached by Alessandro Troncon, the most capped Italian scrum half, most capped player of course, retired from playing rugby in 2007. Broadcasting our commentary from the UK, but we're delighted that we have this stream from our friends in Italy for you. And as the teams take their places, we'll have the anthems ahead of kick-off. So the anthem's out of the way then, and the two teams ready to take their positions. Our referee this afternoon, or this evening rather, is Lloyd Linton, and he'll be assisted by Sam Grove White and Finlay Brown. Lloyd of the Scottish Rugby Union, as are his compatriots. So looking at this England side then, having given out 17 new caps last week, they'll now look to build on that experience whilst also blooding 3 new faces to the starting lineup with 4 on the bench. John Callard brings in Max Mallins at full-back, while up front Sales George Knott starts at lock. Worcester's Sam Smith's at open side flanker. Matt Prothero moves from 15 to 10, with number 8 Callum Chick taking on the skippering duties in the absence of Jack Walker. I think we're going to get underway here. Just to tell you about the Italian team, well, they've made 5 changes, including 1 positional following their heavy defeat to France in Nevers last weekend, as England look to make the first clearance from their own half. Fullback Eric Doe comes into the side, which sees Sperandio moving to the left wing. Well, there's an error from the Azzurri, as England might have a chance to go here. Out to the right, little chip over from Prothero. Really bright talent, has that fall on the right side? No, it's just going to go off, and we will go back. So just to conclude that Italian team news, new man at fly half, Mogliano's Antonio Rizzi, and in the pack, captain Davide Franito is joined on the flank by debutant Ciotoli, with the other new man in the engine room of second row, Samuele Ortiz. We can bring you up our own team there as well on the benches. Italy with 3 debutants, Macalara, Borian and DeMarco, and England's 4 are in the shape of Langdon, Adams Hale, Jack Willis and Tigers man Adogwu. So let's go back to our streaming pictures, and we're just a minute played. It's 0-0. Coming to you from the Stadio Mario e Romolo Pacifici, about 50 kilometres northeast of Venice, if you know your Italian geography. It's a wet old night though, and that may affect the conditions. Pitch not looking in the greatest of shapes either. 2 front rows already dealing with a fair amount of turf and pitch on their boots. There's Tom West with his beard, plays his rugby at Wasps. Made an appearance in the Six Nations under-20s tournament last year against Italy. Got another cap last week. Chance to see how this set piece and scrum goes for the home side. It's starting to come up. Referee says that's both front rows who come up. So it'll be a moment to get things reset. Trussardi, the Italian scrum half. Played an hour last week before he was replaced by Panunzi. Under 18s last year. Will be under plenty of pressure from Max Green of Yorkshire Carnegie. Oh, and there goes the penalty. Slipping of the bind, the call from the referee. And applause from Max Green. Came into the January camp. He wasn't part of the original EPS Green, but that's a first win for the front row and for Will Stewart. Prothero will take that one over to the left-hand side. A little bit more cautious with that one. Just catching up on a YouTube highlights reel of Matt Prothero through the various games he's played at the likes of Hartpury College and for England as well. Incredibly bright talent. Singleton with the line out. Referee just with a quick blow on the whistle. Not too happy with the positioning of the Italian forwards. Singleton to go through that one again. We're going to go to the front to Taylor. His first cap last week, and now England are going to try and use the forwards. They managed to splinter the Italian pack there for a moment. They might be sensing blood at this early stage. The ball's with Sam Smith at the back in the scrum cap. 20-year-old from Worcester, but now it comes away through Green and Prothero, little chip over the top. He's trying to get Marchant in on that. Let it go. I think he ideally would have liked to try and take the mark. He ended up spilling it. It is tidied up. Smallin thinks about trying to take the quick one, but the Italians under all sorts of pressure there as the rain falls. Delicate little chip from Prothero. Members of the National Academy. Big fan of Israel Dan. So Dag-like. He's in Singleton. Down. Anyway. Just a skewed kick. A really good platform here. But just losing our pictures from Italy for a moment, so do stay with us. And hopefully we'll be able to get those pictures back up for you very, very shortly. They've seen the referee signalling that it's going to be once again. Maybe they're just happy with their forwards' effort trying to drive the Algeri backwards. Certainly keeping up that pressure. Is the referee going to make a decision here, or he's gone with the penalty? Hoisted by Rizzi, wanting to put pressure over on that far side. Oh, it's brilliantly taken by Pierre Bruno, but he's unceremoniously shepherded into touch by Ollie Thorley. England will have the line out. That was the jump forward from Perkins. Couldn't quite get hold of it, so the knock-on advantage was being played. Mantegazza, the man to fall on it, and then pressure on Thorley on that far side. Couldn't quite get hold of it first time, but he did a decent job of getting his man into touch. And there is Bruno, wanting to try and run it back, just runs into a couple of white shirts. Trussardi. Oh, looked for one of his forwards, but it just went forward. Greasy ball slipping, and then Green looking to try and take advantage from that Italian error. Thorley. Green again, little short ball for Stewart. Good go forward from the big prop over the 22. Prothero goes out the back this time. It's with Thacker onto Marchant. Just losing it in the tackle there. So advantage now to Italy. Pops the ball out of the tackle. Some question marks over whether that was backwards or forwards, but here come Italy, and this is a brilliant break. But they're just dragged into touch. I think they're trying to protest that they weren't, but Schiavel just putting a foot in touch there. But, well, not quite end-to-end stuff, but certainly two real differences of attack. One from England, and then Italy. Now then, what direction was that? Difficult to tell on that angle, but tackles started coming in thick and fast. Great offloading from the home side. An Italian appealing the referee's decision. Goodness me. Max Green with the kick. He sent Perkins after that. Got to let his man get to ground. It's bowled back in field by Speragno. A little untidy in doing so, but the Italians have got away with it. Send it up with the pot of forwards. Big Venditti. Admires the likes of Bakis Bota. Trussardi. Sends that box kick. Invites Zach Mercer onto it. Mercer manages to shrug off the tackle. Oh, and then look, good low body position back in field. That's strong work from the flanker. Then Green. Clear out is good. Green can go again to Prothero. Thinks he spotted some room in that right-hand corner. That's a little better judged than the earlier kick and will keep up the pressure on Italy. They're struggling to play much of this first 10-11 minutes outside their own half. And the likes of John Callard, Peter Walton, who's looking after the forwards, Rory Teague, of course, who's come on to be the New England under-20s backs coach. Was with Saracens. Last week was his first game with the side. They'll be pleased with Prothero's accuracy there. And Freddy. Bothering around in there. Anything but straightforward, the handling of this ball in these conditions. And a shrill blow of the whistle from the referee. And the penalty goes to Italy. Rizzi to clear. Italy line is well taken. Trussardi, little ball back in field, that one didn't work, and then player in front of the ball is offside. Italy wanting to get hold of it quickly, but inaccuracy from the hosts. Ball back in field from Rizzi. Went to ground, and then the man in front of the ball in an offside position. So that hands England another penalty, and Prothero into that right corner again. Played for Hartpury College, then made his senior debut for Gloucester against Exeter in the Challenge Cup earlier this season. Swansea born, of course. Side's favourite players such as Matt Gito, Dan Carter, Bowden Barrett. Certainly all great players with decent pedigree, and many suggesting Prothero will certainly continue to show that as he matures. Untidiness from England there, but it did come off an Italian. Just in the tackle. Coming off Speragno. Max Green just shrugging off his opposite number. That ball is not going anywhere fast. And then it does start to come back on the England side, and they're getting that shove on. Italy scrum breaks up. Referee Linton happy to get it reset. Don't forget, you can keep in touch with us using the hashtag #CarryThemHome. Carry them home wherever you're watching. It would be great to hear from you. We're monitoring our social media feeds, whether you're watching straight on YouTube or via englandrugby.com. My name's Nick Heath. You can reach me on @RugbyMedia. But #CarryThemHome is a way to keep in touch with us and send in your shout-outs for the boys, or let us know wherever you're listening on this Friday evening. Round 2 of the Six Nations. Italy under-20s against England under-20s. And we are still scoreless. Green. Oh, penalty to Italy. Well, England not getting much change out of the referee in this area of the field, when it's certainly looking at times like they're in a dominant position, but the Italians will be very happy with the referee for that decision. Front rows go down. Referee decides that it's the fault of the English front row on that occasion. Rizzi won the Italian under-18 title with Rugby Mogliano last season, Antonio Rizzi. He's starting at 10 ahead of Leonardo Mantelli. He was the man who got those 3 points that Italy got against France. That was all last week. And they get out of their own half. Just have a look at the penalty. Crowd installed at the Stadio Mario e Romolo Pacifici. Actually, 900 people watched the under-20s game between England and Scotland last week. 5,000 watching the match between France and Italy. Do with this. Front rows go down again. Could be a long evening for us with the way the set piece is going at the moment. England might be advised to just start firing that ball to the back row and getting it away, allowing their backs to enjoy a bit of possession. And at the moment, if you're the likes of George Perkins and Ollie Thorley, even the centres Thacker and Marchant, well, you're not getting much ball. Referee has a chat to both front rows, hopes to improve the picture. You heard the referee saying that there is going to be a change of jersey here for Will Stewart. Scrambling around. Let's hope he hasn't picked up a scrum half top, because that's certainly not going to fit. They're tight enough as it is, look at that. Yeah, let's get the GPS monitor in there, lads. There we are. We're ready to go again. He was the BMW man of the match last week. Got the nod, Will Stewart. Back into the fray. Getting some messages through on #CarryThemHome. James Eastwood watching Prothero and Thorley, the Gloucester future. Not so sure about the scrum refereeing. Ball's there for Green. Oh, and it's penalty England this time. And the forwards are happy with that. They certainly managed to get some go forward once the two front rows were positioned enough for there to be a contest. What's the decision going to be here? Front row stayed down and Italy couldn't cope with it there. Going to be an opportunity for Joe Marchant to have an effort at goal. Rob Hubbard, great scrum by England, not sure what the ref's on. Well, thank you, Rob, for your thoughts. Hashtag carry them home. Not for me to say, of course. Levin Clark watching the game, nice little warm-up for the weekend ahead. Oh, a kick from Marchant, in off the right upright. Or out from the right upright. Didn't quite make it. So we stay scoreless. Incredibly unlucky. Certainly had enough of the distance to clear. Just slightly right. England line, great jump from Taylor, but referee not happy with the direction of that throw. From a key area in the field, England cough up possession once more. Message last week was all about taking their opportunities. Couple of balls not taken just quite over the line. They're just struggling to get themselves going in this last third of the field, really. Certainly spending a lot of time down here, but this is not happening for them so far. Alex Lamb also in touch, watching on the website. Evening to you, Alex. Davide Ciotoli takes that down from England. Line out gets a bit of a rumble and then they break away, and it's Franito, the skipper. Fragno, as he's known. Ball is up from Trussardi, invites England forward to take it. It is really well won. Green's going to get in there. Penalty England. The Italians not getting themselves out of that position, not rolling away having made the tackle. Good take in the air from Allens. Message from Luke de Normanville. Come on, under 20s, let's have a win. Well, they're certainly edging closer and closer to that line into the second quarter of the match. Can England architect the first score of the game? Marchant's failed from the tee, but this could be an opportunity for the first try. There's a nod of the head from the assistant and the arm goes up from the referee. The forwards' effort has produced the first score of the evening. It is that sort of evening, and it looks like it might be Will Stewart, the man who's got it. Try in the corner for England, and they've got 5 points on the board. Maybe Singleton, is it? We'll get that confirmed. Forwards effort pays off. Not the easiest of conversion efforts for Joe Marchant. England with the first points on the board. Singleton, the man with the try, earning his second cap with the under-20s, and the Worcester man getting England on the scoreboard. All away from Trussardi. Good charge down from Prothero, putting all sorts of pressure on the boys in blue. Trussardi's just caught up in there. It's not a good kick. Bobbling out just down below our camera position. Try score a Singleton. Just has a little word with Tom West just to firm up the score. Who will it be going to? It's going to go long to the back. It goes too long and over the top. Tidied up by Manfredi. Trussardi's in there quickly and wants quick ball. Fires it down. It sits up quite nicely for Malins, and he's shaped a kick, but now gets going, and Malins is through the gap once. Oh, then out to the winger. Did it go forward there? It just did. Rizzi with the kick that for a moment it looked like Malins was going to cause problems with. See the steam coming off the two tacks there. And the turf cutting up in the foreground. Trussardi gets that one in. Need a hooker to get his foot on that, really, because at the moment we've just got 16 players staring at a ball on the floor. Might ask the referee to nip it back with one foot in a minute. England get a decent drive on though, and that might encourage a turnover, and it will encourage a penalty, and they'll be pleased with that. Peter Walton will be satisfied with that effort. It's the nature of the modern day scrum. In such a low body position it can be difficult for the hookers to hook, but then it does raise the question, as with the modern day hooker, how much of that actually goes on. I know it's a topic that Brian Moore often talks about, and we've heard from various other hookers as well. Tom Young's on the subject. But England deciding enough was enough. They got the shove on and they got the penalty. Back into another dangerous area of the field as far as the hosts are concerned. Will it be more of the same from Singleton and his cohorts? No, they decide to come away down the back line from Green. And then big run through the middle from the skipper, Chick. Green looks to the left now. Have Italy got enough numbers here? They might not. Malins is almost going to stroll through. It's a great score from the full-back, a decent line, but the awareness from Green to know where the numbers were was what really made that count for England. It's a second score. And Malins, the full-back, is the man who dots down. They knew they had the numbers on that left side as England looked at it. And Malins shrugged off the tackle. And he's through for England's second try. Lovely work out the back of the hands to send him on his way. Let's not forget that bit of skill from Singleton. Scoring one and providing another. Well, this is marginally closer than Marchant's second attempt. This is third effort at goal. And he nails it. England moving up to 12 points then. Italy 0, England 12. As our match clock ticks up to 27.5 minutes played. Italy to get us restarted. Decent carry off the restart from Mercer. taking on the contact. England looking to play this one through the hands a little bit from their own 22. Got to make sure they're accurate in these conditions in doing so. Mercer again gets the offload away to Taylor. Green off to the left this time. Mercer again involving himself a lot in these phases. And Green gets enough room to send a kick downfield. Decent number of Italian shirts back there, but Rizzi's going to put up the bomb and send his runners after it. Malins, but he didn't quite get that one. Ended up on the deck. Oh, and it's then gone through the legs of Eric Doe. All a little bit untidy from both sides. Green's clearance, he was under a fair bit of pressure. Where's the Swanee whistle? That's the noise you need as that happens. It goes through the legs of Eric Doe. Didn't touch it though, so Italy will have the line out. Referee just telling England not to step in. Manfredi. Chortoli secures the ball with Venditti. England in there trying to stop that ball getting to the deck, but it does get there, and in fact by being in there the referee gives away the penalty. Trussardi just dummying the fact that he'd taken it quickly there, not quite sure what that achieved. Here's the call from the referee. Oh, England keep that one in field. Cute little bit of play as they then send the ball down the middle of the park. That's just back into the hands of Rizzi. Another chance for him to aim for touch. Gets the runner after that one, but Marchant's back to tidy it up. Manages to turn, he's got support there to get the ball away, and Green's there. Prothero looking for that left touchline, but Rizzi's back there, just outside his 22. Sends it down the same channel. Prothero's there. Gonna have to size up his options. Looks for the little chip through the middle. Could see what he was trying to do there. There was an area of the field just there, but didn't get the bounce. It's just going to skid on in these sorts of conditions. And the ball away from Fragnito onto Venditti. Well, just a little nudge forward there. So England will have the scrum. Hearing from a few of you via the hashtag Carry Them Home on Twitter. Billy Hewlett remarking on Jack Singleton scoring a screamer, but he certainly did get there.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Now the benches watching on. England leading this one by 12 points to 0. In from Green. Gets the little tap on Callum Chick, and away through Green, Prothero. In fact, in the line there. And they're needing a little bit of attention. So you may see the early introduction of Peter Mookham. Another member of the National Academy. A chip through from Malins. So unfortunate to see a player going off the field with injury at this stage of the game. Play continues. Mantegazza, the man who brings that down from the line out. It's there for Trussardi. Will they opt to hoist this one or take it out? It's Rizzi. Oh, now then, that's gone more lateral than anywhere, and Malins will try and make the most of it on support line, and there he gets hold of it. Italy just doing well enough to spoil that attack as Bruno comes back and gets in the thick of things. Set back by Samuele Ortiz, one of the debutants in the Italian side. From Trussardi, went for safety. The temptation is to say there are a lot of young players in this side. Well, it is an under-20s side, but I think what we mean by that is there is a fair amount of inexperience. Of course, England 17 new caps in the game last week against Scotland, and then 3 in the side this evening. Max Malins at full-back, George Knott in the second row, and Worcester's Sam Smith at open side flanker, earning their first caps this evening. Leonard Krumov is on for Italy. That one was going towards the touchline, but ball is kept in field. Trussardi onto Krumov. Under pressure, Trussardi's made a poor clearance, and England are going to try and capitalise on this. Referee is playing a penalty advantage. It's away from Green. Prothero got plenty of men to choose from. Is it going to find its way out for Marchand? Putting it through the hands, England, but not really pinning their men in defence. It was all a little bit lateral from the back line. They need a bit of go forward, and they're getting it there. Green gets his hands on it to the left. Prothero. Oh, it's a good line. Is it going to be Singleton's second and England's third? It is. It's a brace for the Worcester Warriors, man. And that'll be just what England wanted after another few minutes of tails up rugby. Singleton getting over for his second. Just picking a good straight line. It's what I said a moment ago, just need some people to straighten and ask the questions. Well, certainly in that instance, the straighten and line from Singleton was such that there was no one there really able to do anything. Pierre Bruno couldn't stop him, and the Worcester hooker gets his second try. With effort number 4. Not quite on that occasion. Italy 0, England 17. The match clock just showing 4 minutes remaining of the first half. Rizzi with the restart. Looks to try and go a little deeper once more. England running it back. forward for some up-front grunt. On for Mercer. Green wants guards either side. Has enough time therefore to put the kick down. Comes down just outside the 22. Didn't get an awful lot of airtime on it. Italy trying to find some room through the middle. Decent little combination between Sparandio and the number 8, Venditti. And Italy keep it alive with the second row, Ortiz. It's the halfway line. And they drive forward another couple of metres. Long way to go to pick and go, but they still keep it alive. Ciortoli. Marchant's got to get himself out of there. Italy help him to do so. Rizzi. Not over the gain line on that occasion. Trussardi still going the same way, or in fact that time a little reverse pass back inside to the open side, Ciortoli. Then to the left. Off his left wing. Sparandio stepping in. Venditti to play scrum half. Off to Fragnito, the skipper. England's defensive line is coming up and doing a decent job, if not in the first tackle, certainly the second. Rizzi. Rather obvious switch in midfield, but the ball's come back on the England side. England will have the scrum. Well, I couldn't quite see on first look exactly how that ball got there, but England will take it. It was a decent body position and it was a fully effective turnover. Great work by the visitors. Just as Riccioni gets some attention, England will know that they're earning themselves a decent position to go in at the break. Tweet from Rob Blackmore on #CarryThemHome. Good performance in turgid conditions. Well, I'd have to agree with you, Rob. Barney Reid enjoying the try that was scored. Rob Havard Warriors all night long. Well, certainly Jack Singleton getting his couple. We just have a moment of just losing our pictures towards the end of this first half. Do stay with us and we will just do our best to get those back. We had a momentary loss of image earlier on, but we were back with it within a few moments. We'll certainly aim to be just now. Here they come. Italy with possession. Rizzi. He's under an awful lot of pressure, actually one of his better clearances of that first half so far. Into the last minute of the first half. Just a little replay of England breaking through green. That was what we missed with our pictures going down for just a moment from our friends in Italy. Can England add another score before the break? Not straight, says the referee. He's had a couple of those whistled against him, Singleton. Going to have to sharpen up on the delivery of the line out. I'm not sure too many people will be complaining about his attitude and play in the loose. Some tries for the hooker in this first half. Well, our clock ticks over the 40. Likely to be fairly close to the referee. Clock has been stopping and starting. Venditti. Trussardi. Scrum half gets in. Well, he decides that's enough of the first half. Not been great conditions, as one or two of you have remarked upon via the #CarryThemHome. Do keep in touch at half-time. Let us know where you're watching the game. But England, well, after a stuttering first quarter of the match, they have managed to get things together. Certainly not easy out there, but tries from Singleton. He's got a couple. and Max Malins as well getting over. Tricky old night from the boot in terms of the conditions as well for Joe Marchant, but he's got one out of his 4 conversions. So the score at half-time at the Stadio Mario e Romolo Pacifici is Italy under-20s 0, England under-20s 17. Pop the kettle on, we'll be back with the second half for you in just a couple of minutes. So if you're just joining us, it's half-time at the Stadio Mario Romolo Pacifici, and we can show you our highlights of that first half. Of course, it was about 21 minutes in, as you can see, before England managed to breach the Italian defence for the first time. And it was Jack Singleton, the hooker, who was at the bottom of the pile of bodies. England getting their first try through the 19-year-old. And you could just see that Italy was splintered. Clinical work from the catch and drive. And despite Italy's efforts to try and drive England into that corner, Singleton was the man to crash over. So England leading by a score. Then carry straight up the middle from Callum Chick, and then Green, the awareness to go back to the left side, and Max Malins crashing through. Great line from the fullback, and good vision from the scrum half. Also a little bit of nice handiwork from Singleton. There's a little reverse ball out the back. Lovely stuff, nothing Trossardi could do about that. And that took England up to 10, Marchant adding the conversion. Now England with that 12 points to nil lead. They managed to put another score together, that time a little bit more straightforward for Singleton. Picked the line, saw the hole, just running back delicately against that drifting defence, spotted the hole and went straight through. If Jonathan Davis was in co-commentary with me, he might have shouted numbers. England had them on the outside, but Singleton picking the line through the middle. Second try for the Worcester Warrior, and England's third. So those are the highlights of the first half. As we mentioned a couple of times, conditions not great out there, as you can tell by the rain on the lens. And well, as things are looking before this game, France are currently top of the under-20 Six Nations table. Of course, neither England or Italy were able to get a win in that first round of the championship, but 17 points to nil up at half-time. England will be hoping they can keep their foot on the throttle. Of course, other games going on this weekend. Wales under-20 against Scotland under-20, France under-20 against Ireland under-20. George crosses in position. Hosts just running us through a bit more of the highlights that we've seen from that first half. Keep in touch with us, hashtag carry them home. Give a shout out to Tom Havard, who's 8 years old. I understand he's currently combining a bit of Minecraft with watching the England under-20 Six Nations. So good evening to you, Tom. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on englandrugby.com or on YouTube, wherever you happen to be watching. Sharon McKinnon, she's backing blue, but she's enjoying Scotland and England both winning in the under-20s. Sammy Cooper, great to see another old Georgian score a couple of tries in an England shirt. Well, the man in the England shirt with the ball. Here's Matt Prothero. Hartpury College and Gloucester Rugby. And he's going to get things started for the second half. Trussardi send the kick back. And it comes infield. Then Prothero. Oh, you've certainly seen that sidestep before if you've watched Matt Prothero. And the little prod through, trying to put a bit of pressure on. Was it knocked forward? It was. In these sorts of conditions, those little grubber kicks through can be so difficult to take. And it's just caused a problem. Not a moment Lucas Barandio will enjoy. Just to be clear, if you're just joining our coverage, this is the second half, of course. We haven't had 17 points in 1 minute and 15 seconds, such as the clock is showing. Green waits to get the ball in. That scrum looks steadier than we've seen a few so far in this game. And the shove starts to come on. The ball still not being hooked back on either side. England eventually coming up under pressure from the home side. And Italy win themselves the penalty. If you're not going to hook the ball back on your side, well, it's there for the taking. Ball is back with Leonardo Mantelli. Italy with the line out. Not too many forays into the England half. Just having a look at that. Ollie Thorley doing his best to try and keep that ball in. Manfredi. Ball goes to the back. It's been knocked down, but knocked down where England should have had an advantage, so they'll get the scrum. Message in from Pete Carr. Come on, England, let's do the Italian job. Pete, I managed to do a whole half of commentary without mentioning the Italian job there. What have you done to me? Well, the ball sits there again. Well, this is extraordinary. The scrum half's going to go in there and have to get it himself. Front rows go down, ref's forced into a decision. He gives it to England on that occasion. But really, for all of his 2 tries, Singleton could do with getting a boot to that ball in that scrum. The referee might have taken a bit of advice from one of his assistants on that decision. He's in line out. Away from Green. Trying to send the runners onto it. Green to the right once more. Prothero wants to just chip that into the corner. Oh, that is a brilliant kick from the fly half. Italy had players in that area of the field to try and thwart any such kick, but Prothero just lifted it over them. Nothing Sperandillo could do about that, and piles more pressure onto the Italians.
That's in. Italy front.
And that's won by Ciotoli.
Stay on.
Sadi. Garzelia with the clearance. England up to take it quickly. In for Malins. Loopy pass. Thorley has to remain strong in that tackle, which he manages to do. Mercer, he couldn't pick it up, but then Marchant, sorry. Mercer and Marchant. And Prothero. That ball's just sat right up. Plenty of time for Doe. Mercer controls with the foot, off to Prothero. Are England going to try and find a bit of room over on the right? Thacker puts that kick down. Oh, it bounces up, and it's bounced straight into the hands of George Perkins. My goodness me, what a moment that is! And Perkins will cruise under the posts. Well, that is vision. And that is a wet, soggy pitch, allowing a ball to sit up perfectly for the Saracens academy winger. It was Malins, in fact, with the kick. And look at this ball, just sits up. It couldn't have been more perfect for Perkins. Most experienced player in the squad. Gets his 4th try at under-20 international level. He scored against Italy last year in their 61-0 defeat of the side at Brickfields in Plymouth. Worked out very, very nicely for England. Malin's kick was good, and Marchant adds the extras. Italy 0, England 24. The belief will be growing for the England players, where it will be wilting for the Italians. The referee says to play on, but it's a little messy, and Italy couldn't get their hands on the ball, having come off an England hand. England changing things up in the engine room. George Knott, Salman has left the field. Stan South comes on to earn his 2nd under-20s cap, number 19. Oh, and England slipped the bind on this near side. Penalty Italy. If anyone's seen a hooker in the Treviso Venice area, do send one down. amount of scrums that are seeing those balls just sat in the middle, extraordinary. Never seen anything like it. Mantelli puts the ball into the corner. Can Italy construct a scoring opportunity out of this? Marco Manfredi played under 18s rugby last year. Italy are going to try the catch and drive now, but getting himself into a decent position to cause problems and stop the drive was Sam Smith. And Italy drive into their own man, accidental offside. England will get the scrum. Well, credit to the Worcester flanker Smith there. Got himself into a great position to exert the tackle as the drive came splintering round the top of that line out. We can just have another look here. There's Smith in the scrum cap. Single-handedly makes the tackle. That's tremendous work. Nullifies the threat from the home side, as they would have hoped to come away with more. Now then, Green gets the ball in. It's over on the far side. One of the props has got his boot to it. Hooray! The ball's away, and England have a chance to run up to the 22. Chick with the burst, then onto Prothero, decides to keep it in hand through Mercer, onto Marchant, bounces off the first tackle. Green, Prothero, oh, he spotted the gap, and Prothero's through himself. He's got an awful lot of work to do here, but Prothero's still going, and he's still going. Oh, he's looked outside for Thorley. Tremendous work from the England fly half. For a moment it looked like he might do it all himself. England do still have the ball though. Breathless stuff. Green. Out through Malins. Charlie Thacker on that occasion. Tigers man who played against Italy last year. Little chip through, that's not quite worked out for them on this occasion. And Italy clear their lines. It's not found touch though. Prothero, he's got options. One of those options is to try and probe into that far corner. It was taken by Pierre Bruno and he's run it into touch, so England will have the line out. Bruno just, I think he perhaps thought he had a few more metres there, but this is the break from Prothero. Teammates doing his best to try and keep up. And I looked at this stage like he might have the gas to get to the corner, but not sure he thought he could outrun Trussardi. And in the end, Thorley bundles the Italians into touch, and England took that one quickly and tried to go again. Good tempo, Callard will be pleased with that, the coach. And the rain continues to team down in Italy. Good cover defence in the end from Mantelli, the number 23. Just got himself in the right position to stop that pass going to Thorley. Do keep in touch with us, as I keep mentioning, and it's great to hear from you. Hashtag carry them home. Heard from James Eastwood there, almost a Gloucester combo to cause the wonder try, and Prothero should have gone on his own, well maybe, but this is Callum Chick who looked to try and swat off the attentions of Mantelli and go himself. Then it's West, Stewart. Some of the big boys barrelling through now. Green, Prothero. They go out the back, Malins. Ball over the top, it's that man Singleton again. He gets a hat-trick. And look at the congratulations he gets from his teammates. He keeps popping up in the right positions, the Worcester hooker. And it's another one for England. It's another one for Singleton. Little show on the outside. and Singleton's through. Lovely stuff. England, try number 5. Singleton's try number 3. Good work as the ball came down the line, a little more fixing of the Italian defenders that time. They're doing their best to try and give Joe Marchant a few testing conversions as well here. That one wasn't quite setting off on the right course from the moment it left his boot. But no matter. England up to 29. Hear the cheers from the travelling English support as the try scorer is read out. Restart. Nicely taken. Green. Sperandio looks in field for Venditti. England swarm over him. Try and force the turnover, and I think they managed to. Brilliant work from, was it Jack Willis? It certainly was. And it's just been knocked on by England, but Willis, well, coming on. The Wasps man making his debut and getting stuck in and showing immediately what a physical threat he can be. News of a half-time in another under-20s game. Wales under-20s 5, Scotland under-20s 15. So Scotland leading away from home. Italian put in. 2 front rows go down. They'll reset it. England last week had 64% possession. Dropped a couple of balls over the line. Deemed not clinical enough. They might have taken a little while to get going through that first 20 minutes of the match. Also getting used to the conditions, but certainly on their way now. 5 tries to the good. Shove coming on from England, and they decide to pick up through Callum Chick. And then Prothero, quick hands. England looking for that corner through Thorley, but then they're bundled into touch. Green in support. No love lost on Valentine's weekend there between Green and Mantelli. Quick hands from Prothero. Little cute short line out from Italy. Manfredi. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it didn't quite work. Manfredi didn't like that from Callum Chick, and now Green's going to play peacemaker. And it is just bubbling over a little bit. Manfredi pinballing around once he'd got that ball back from the line out. And a bit of Needle, Trissardi in there as well, and a bit of shirt holding as well from Stan South. Then lots of shirt grabbing and straight arm scrapping. No need for it, no time for it. Let's get on with the game. Mentioned Jack Willis involved in the game. He's on for Zach Mercer, as who had decent showing. Hard blow on the referee's whistle. High tackle there. We're also about to see the introduction of Ralph Adams-Hale. They're looking to make his debut. Brought in as cover, he wasn't part of the original EPS, like Max Malins. They both travelled to Scotland last week. They didn't feature, but Adams-Hale will be looking to make his debut, the Saracens man. There's the tackle. Was a little reckless on Thacker. Well, maybe more than a little reckless. Certainly looks worse the more we see that.
And then and brings him to the ground by the neck. I would completely agree.
So there's a review of it going on. They do have the use of a big screen, and I think we may be seeing a yellow card for Davide Chiotoli. Really doesn't look good there, does it? There's the new man. Chomping at the bit. And in the meantime, Marchant for 3 points. No problem with that. Interesting decision to have gone for the post in that instance. England certainly with a comfortable lead, but no matter. They get another 3 points to add to their total. Italy 0, England 32. Marchant with his third effort out of 7. Straight and true. I think we've just got a momentary pause in our pictures. And we're back with you. So Italy down to 14. Chiotoli, given his marching orders by the referee for that high tackle on Marchant. Little inaccuracy from the restart, and it's worked fortunately for Bruno, Italian right winger. And we're just having a little gremlin or two from our hosts. But do stay with us. Hopefully we'll be back with the live coverage from Italy in just a moment. Italy with possession. Just inside the England 22. They go to the left side. Oh, and they have managed to burst through. And is it going to be the big man to touch down? He does get the try, Venditti. 6'7" man and 19 stone, wasn't going to be stopped. And Italy get their first try, and the home fans have something to cheer. Good little close support line. Great work from the number 8. Although Green did pretty well to put him on the floor and try and get himself on the side to stop the man scoring. He couldn't be on both sides at once. Ball goes down. Italy 5 points on the board. Leonardo Mantelli. Replacement fly half to add the conversion. Pings in off the upright, but they all count. And Italy 7, England 32 now. Italy clear from the 22. Gathered in by Chick. Green. Prothero. Oh, it's a little loose, little slippery, but it's worked out for England. Thorley has got to be strong on the ground to get that back. He does so. Prothero, little missed pass. That's good to send Adams Hale away. Prothero then doing what he's done well all game, getting it into the corner, and Trussardi, well, he's helped it on its way and given England the line out. Prothero has played those corners and percentage kicks brilliantly all game. There's another one. Although that one wasn't making touch on its own, arguably the pressure it put Trussardi on and the fact that England have the line out means it could be argued a better kick. Oh, is this England in the corner? Well, that looked pretty simple. An understated score over in the far side. Combining well. Ball came down from Smith. They just can't stop scoring. England move up to 37. Singleton with try number 4. Marchant got a better strike on that, but wasn't quite going to happen. And England looking to bring on more of the cavalry. Jamie Shilcock, Joe Simmons and Paolo Adogwu looking to come on. It'll be Adogwu's debut. Jamie Shilcock. Worcester man was, as Prothero leaves the field, Joe Simmons on as well. Just as we saw the back of Jamie Shilcock running on. Interesting to see from the EnglandRugby.com social media this week. He was pointed out by most of his teammates as the man most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert. Well, here come England on the break, looking to try and take the quick one. Thought for a moment they were running infield there. My apologies. We're going back. Hit going out on the full. England are going to scrummage. Shilcock then getting his first cap last week, the 18-year-old from Worcester Warriors. Good awareness from Thorley. Simmons onto the field as well. Scrum goes down. We'll have it again. Lovely message from James Hamilton on social media, hashtag carry them home. After Singleton's fourth, we want 5. Well, he's certainly popping up everywhere and scoring the tries this evening. England have 6, 4 of them to the Worcester hooker. .30 lead for the visitors. England looking for their first win in this year's championship after the loss to Scotland. Ball's in from Shilcock. Comes to the back, but it's penalty. Referee not happy with it being taken quickly. Simmons to kick this one into touch. And the last few changes look to be coming on. Curtis Langdon and Billy Keast waiting to relieve the other 2 members of the front row. So do stay with us. We've just temporarily lost pictures from our Italian hosts. We'll do our best to be back with you as quick as possible. Do stay with us here on englandrugby.com or wherever you're watching this live stream. England 37 with around 10 minutes remaining. Well, apologies for the loss of pictures currently from the Italy versus England under-20s game. I believe there may just be an issue with our host broadcasters in Italy getting their pictures to us here in the UK. We are trying to get in touch with them and get the stream resolved. And in fact, I think it's just coming back to us now. And we can pick up, in fact, with England still leading 37-7. Italy with the put into this scrum, and they get the free kick. So returning from the sin bin, Davide Ciotoli. Italy back up to the full complement of 15. You can see Dario Schiabal leaving the field as well. New man, Curtis Langdon, with his first line out. That's a good throw. Taylor brings it down. England up to the 10-metre line. Shilcock goes digging for it. He's got himself caught up there himself. Well, our sincere apologies for these little technical difficulties we're having. I hope you can bear with us here on this Friday evening. Got the picture straight back for you. Not too long left of this one. Just lost forward by Willis. Curtis Langdon, another one of those making his debut, the hooker. Plays his rugby at London Irish. Trussardi, Italian scrum half still going. The ball is then popped back on the England side though, and it's picked up by Willis. Thought he might have made a bit of ground down that short side. Then down the centres, there's a big hit goes in, but England still maintain possession with Thorley. Set it back, Shilcock, Simmons, oh, he just juggled with it, and it just nudged forward. Italy will have the scrum. Unhappy with himself. Marchant feeding it on as Malins joined the line. It was just that ball that went away, just the little juggle. He juggled it, he caught it back again, and then he juggled it again. Interested to know who you think have been the standout performers in the game. If you're watching this live stream, then do get in touch on Twitter, hashtag carry them home. Interested to hear your views as to who have been the standout players in this match. Pick and go at the back from Italy, and then really good work by England to get into the right position and force the turnover. Nothing that Davide Fragnito, the skipper, could do in that scenario, but was forced to give up the penalty. Simmons, well, he's overcooked that. Uncharacteristic from the Exeter man. He scored all of England's 6 points last week against Scotland. Did pick up a bit of a knock, but past fit to be included. Got that one the wrong side of the corner flag. Sharon McKinnon, good to see the England Rugby under-20s racking up a nice score in Italy. Let's hope the big boys can do the same on Sunday. Stadio Olimpico, of course, playing host to Italy against England. England under Eddie Jones going in with that victory from Murrayfield. Courtney Laws into the side. Ben Youngs as well. Mako Vunipola also starting. Maro Itoje on the bench. Will the Saracens man make his England debut? So much been spoken about him in recent months. Into the last 5 minutes then. Michael Makalara, another hooker making his debut. Trussardi skirting round the back of the line. England trying to force the turnover. They get the possession as well. They get the penalty. And Shilcock looks to go quickly. He's got himself bundled into touch. If anything, by taking it quickly, Shilcock ran away from his supporters, really. But again, more positives for Peter Walton to enjoy. England getting into decent positions rather in the tackle area, and winning those crucial turnovers. Trussardi. Telly was looking to try and distribute to more of his line, but England shut it down, and now it's back with Malins. Hoists that ball over to the right. Just gathered by Mantelli. Swallowed up in the tackle, but ball is coming back for Trussardi. Oh, then shoveled backwards from big number 8, try scorer Venditti. Well, the referee had his head turned the other way there, but Billy Keast was careering in, potentially from the side if the referee had spotted him, but he gets away with it. And Malins will look and find Shilcock. Straight into contact goes Marchant. And England will go again. Out the back, Simmons, Malins. Little chip through is for Adogwu to chase. Oh, and it's tapped back. Wasn't tidy. Have England managed to keep that in field? Yes, they have. Well, the Italian defensive line is all over the place. If England can try and take full advantage of it here. Big hit in defence, but Adams-Hale stands up to it well to set up the platform. Good work from the replacement prop, but then it's just nudged forward by Shilcock at the base of that ruck. You could see the frustration on his face. But a penalty advantage was being played. Italy, as I said, all over the place defensively. And England will have the chance to put this one into the corner through Simmons. So a few of you suggesting who you think have been playing well. Harry Hawkswood, Sam Smith, Adam Everts, Matt Prothero's got to be the best player, man of the match. Amazing hands, great eye for space. Joe Marchant's been excellent, from his granny apparently. England with it. Little dummy there from Sam Smith. Penalty England. What will be the decision here? Will they go into the corner again? They certainly do. Stadium clock in the corners just turned 40. Our match clock with a few more seconds on it. Can England finish with a flurry and get themselves over the 40-point mark? Curtis Langdon, you can hear the referee there say 30 seconds. Ball is there. Italy try and get the tacklers in. It goes down, but England still have go forward, and the try line is begging, and the try is scored. Curtis Langdon, the man who gets up. He gets a try on his debut, and England do cross the 40-point mark. It's their 7th try. The London Irishman dots down, and it seems to be job done for John Callard's under-20s side. Great work from the replacement hooker, patient as the pressure built. A few of the Italian bodies tried to bring that maul down, but they marched their way through. And those who've already spent their time on the field on their feet to enjoy the final moments. Marchant again with another touchline conversion to deal with. And that one just goes away. Well, the final act is a misconversion, but it's no matter because England have done everything else that they needed to do this evening in Italy. Half-time score of 17 points to nil after Singleton had got a brace and Max Malins had scored a try. And then in the second half they just continued to add to it. 4 tries in the second half, 7 overall. It was 4 tries for Jack Singleton. And then, of course, George Perkins capitalising from that lovely little chip into the corner. And as we just saw a moment ago, Curtis Langdon getting in as well. It was a consolation score really from the big man Gabriele Venditti for Italy, converted by Mantelli. But it means that England's under-20s have got their first victory of this Six Nations Championship, and that'll be a real shot in the arm for their campaign. It's a final score in Italy of Italy 7, England 42. Just as we wrap up our coverage, here are a few of the highlights from the match. So a great night for England's under-20s. We've appreciated your company here on englandrugby.com for the live stream. Confirmation of the full-time score there. Also, just to let you know that Wales under-20 10 currently, Scotland under-20s 15. That's the latest score. And France under-20s against Ireland under-20s, that is kicking off shortly this evening. But it's been great to have your company, and also hearing from all of you coming through on hashtag Carry Them Home. 4 tries to Jack Singleton, 1 for Max Malins, 1 for George Perkins and 1 for Curtis Langdon, have done the job for John Callard and England's under-20s. We look forward to seeing you for another live streaming game on englandrugby.com very, very soon. But from me, Nick Heath, and from all of the staff here, it's a very good evening.